This area has the most active, smart, great elected officials in Senator Gianaris and Assemblywoman Simotas and Costa Constantinides. This year, we have been designated by the Lonely Planet, which is the #1 travel guide in the world, as the #1 destination of choice in the entire United States of America. Queens won that distinction.
Continuing their tradition of honoring the anniversary of Greek Independence Day, local elected officials celebrated this auspicious occasion on March 13th with a special program held in Astoria, the heart of the Greek American community. The event, which was dedicated to March 25th, 1821, the date which signifies the declaration of Greek independence against the Ottoman Empire, was presented by the Queens Borough President Melinda Katz, State Senator Michael Gianaris, Assembly Member Aravella Simotas, and Council Member Costa Constantinides. Celebrating Greek independence on behalf of the Queensborough President was first established by former President Claire Schulman, and thereafter it has become a tradition for every Queensborough President. It is an annual event which takes place in conjunction with a series of festivities organized in the Greek American community prior to the main event, which is the Greek Parade on Fifth Avenue, organized by the Federation of Hellenic Societies of Greater New York. This year's Greek Parade is taking place on Sunday, March 29th at 1:45 p.m., the starting point 64th Street and 5th Avenue. Apart from brief greeting messages, the program included the presentation of citations to Greek Americans in recognition of their community service. The recipients this year were John Kaiteris, Emmanuel Vritsas, and Joanna Phillips. Dennis Sidilas, the well-known Greek American activist who passed away earlier this year, was also honored after death. Sidilas was the founder of the Greek American Homeowners Association and one who has helped create the Athens Square, a park and an amphitheater on 30th Avenue in Astoria with Doric columns and sculptures of Greek philosophers Socrates and goddess Athena. A new statue of philosopher Sophocles is being added, which will be unveiled on Saturday, March 28th at 12:30 p.m. during a special ceremony open to the public. Guests were entertained by the students of the St. Nicholas Greek School of Flushing, who presented a special program dedicated to Greek independence, while there was also a performance of traditional Greek folk dances by the Greek American Folklore Society. As it is customary, the Queensborough President also presented the annual proclamation to the Federation of Hellenic Societies, proclaiming March 13, 2015, Greek Independence Day in the Borough of Queens. Congratulations, Costa. A beautiful event this evening. You had a full house. What is your message for Greek independence?
Yeah, as we celebrate the 194th anniversary of Greek independence and freedom and our ancestors winning their freedom, taking back their religion, taking back who they were as Greeks, and as we celebrate who we are as Greeks today, today's honorees were exemplary examples of what Greek Americans are: hardworking, giving back to their community, caring about their neighbors, standing up for what's right. And tonight we had the opportunity to celebrate those values, and with my great Senator Michael Gianaris, our first Greek elected official ever in the state of New York, and our Assemblywoman Aravella Simotas, our first Greek American woman elected to the State Assembly. So it was great to join with them and join with our Borough President Melinda Katz to celebrate that heritage.
And of course, this event coincides with all the other events just before the main event, which is the Greek Parade. And there are other events that you're involved in. That is the renaming of 33rd Street to Archbishop Iakovos. And also you're doing another event at the City Council. You want to tell us about those?
Yes. I mean, so as we continue to celebrate Greek Independence Day and our Greek heritage in the month of March, as City Councilman, my second bill that we passed was a street renaming for Archbishop Iakovos, which he is a prime example of what it means to be Greek. His belief in faith, of family, of community, of standing up for what is right, and to be able to name a street after him, I thought was the appropriate. There aren't enough ways to celebrate his life, but working with the Federation of Hellenic Societies, working with my colleagues in government, we were able to name a street for him on 33rd Street and Ditmars Boulevard, which we'll be celebrating on Saturday, March 28th at 11 a.m. out in front of St. Catherine's Church. And also, we'll be doing a Greek Independence Day back at the People's House, back at City Hall on April 1st. Starting at 5:30, there'll be refreshments. We'll have honorees, and again, with the Speaker of the City Council and my fellow colleagues in government, we'll be able to celebrate Greek Independence Day back at City Hall where it belongs. And it's our second year in a row having it back after a few years off there, and that's why I feel it's so important we continue this tradition of opening City Hall and reminding everyone about the importance of Greek heritage, the importance of what the Greek American community has brought to this city, this community. New York would not be the place it was if not for the contributions of the Greek Americans, and we need to make sure we celebrate that in a very large way. So it's appropriate to have it in City Hall.
And of course, all these events are open to the public, and those who would like more information, they can call your office at
718-274-4500, or they can email me at costa@council.nyc.gov.
Thank you, Costa. Congratulations.
Always great to see you. Thank you for all the great work that you do for our community.
And, as we celebrate Greek independence, I'm come from Cyprus. I have to ask you about Cyprus. Your thoughts about Cyprus? 41 years now. Every year we're changing on the number.
Well, like I changed my age. I'm a little bit older than the invasion, but basically my whole life I've had to hear the cries of the refugees, and it's painful. And I've always promised to do whatever I can to make sure that my voice in government is loud for the fair reunification of Cyprus. I'm only sad that we haven't accomplished it yet, but I'm going to keep fighting together with the leaders of the community, Phil Christopher, Nikos Mouliadis, through the media like yourself. We have to continue to fight until Cyprus is reunited and people can go back to their homes.
And you're not going to get away from this. How is Albany doing?
Albany. I'm glad I'm home, let's put it that way. We're in the middle of the budget season, so we're working very hard to make sure the budget is passed on time at the end of this month, and also in a way that makes life easier for people, not harder. So we're working to make sure we get enough education aid for our schools and enough money for our hospitals to continue to function properly. And that's what we're in the middle of. So ask me back in 2.5 weeks and I'll give you the final report.
Well, thank you so much. And I know there's several other events taking place in the community. But AKTINA TV will probably see you the day of the parade when, again, we'll have you on for that special day greeting message.
I look forward to it. We always see you right by the grandstand, so I'll look for you again.
Thank you. Assembly Member Simotas, congratulations. It was yet another beautiful event, full house. I think everybody paid exceptional attention. Usually when there's events where there's speeches, people get bored, but you made sure that the speeches were short, to the point. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Growing up in Astoria as a Greek American, I always remember attending events like this. And you learn about your history and you learn about all of the giants who came before you, who really established the roots of the Greek American community here in Astoria. So it's such a privilege to be able to sponsor something like this with my fellow Greek American predecessor, who's now a senator, and just come together, and with our new Hellenic American representative, Constantinides, all come together, bind together, so we can make sure that our new generation understands how important Hellenic roots are, not just for the world, but particularly for this community. Dennis Antilis was somebody who gave us so much. His contributions are so noteworthy. The fact that he would give time away from his family to make sure that the Greek American heritage was established here is so important. And that's why I think everybody was so attentive today, because we were honoring 4 wonderful, wonderful people.
And also, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked your colleague, State Senator Gianaris. How is Albany? Are you also working on the budget?
Of course. Albany is always a crazy time around March, but the good thing is it looks like we're going to be moving forward. Hopefully we'll have an on-time budget. Anytime there is controversy that happens in Albany, it's an opportunity for us to really shine the light on government and improve things. And I'm excited that it looks like we're going to be improving things and making sure that our system of government is more open, more transparent, that more people have a voice in the process, and that we are proud again of our great state of New York.
Anything special that you're working on that you would like to inform our viewers?
I'm always working on issues that would help families communities, particularly women and children. And I'm very fortunate to sponsor a couple of bills that would allow women to move forward. You will be reading Sunday in the New York Times that I'm going to be sponsoring a bill to make sure that pregnant women can actually get insurance even if even if their time to enroll in insurance has passed. Make pregnancy a qualifying event so that even though their enrollment period has passed, they can actually get insurance. It's very important for prenatal care, not just for the health of the mother, but the health of the baby. So I'm very happy to, once I get back up into Albany, make sure that it passes and becomes law.
Excellent. And we'll see you at the other events. And of course, again, AKTINA TV, we'll see you at the Greek parade.
Absolutely. En Tito y Aladamas.